Hey guys, it's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. Welcome back for another video. So today I am starting on my London, England, UK type of themed journal that I've been commissioned to do. And I kind of got some unique ideas rolling around in my head, and I'm not sure how they're going to get out and get, physically how I want them to be. But let's see what we can do. So I have a little bit of inspiration here. The first bit of inspiration I actually have is this biscuit tin. So this is Fortnum and Mason, which was established in 1707. It's biscuit selection for extraordinary tea times. And this is actually cookies from England. Looks like Piccadilly, London, England. So I thought it would be really fun to present the journal inside this tin. So I would have tissue paper in here that I would wrap it in. And then I've got a quill pen. I'm not sure if it's going to fit in here, but we'll also package the quill pen and ink as well for this. So this is kind of the basis. I want to make sure that whatever journal I make, it's got to fit into this tin. So I have this good old stovetop box. And I like the thickness of the spine, kind of like that. I think that would be great. And, the width of the box itself is not too big. I think it's going to be perfect for like a travel journal. And I'm just going to fold up the box, make sure that it fits into the tin itself. And if so, then we're golden, okay? Yes, queen. Okay, we've got it. So this is going to be perfect. I love how this is going to fit into this tin. It's going to be amazing, right? It's perfect. Okay, so this is going to be the base of our journal. So let's put our tin aside. Now, I'm not exactly sure the best way of how I'm going to video this all for you guys. I likely will kind of zone out, maybe put some music in, speed it up a bit to figure out how I'm going to get this done. I'm not sure. But okay, so this is the base for our journal. I rooted around in my stash of stuff, and funny enough, I do have some UK themed goodies here. There's different ephemera. I couldn't tell you where all of this came from because I've had it for so very long and of course haven't done anything with it. So yay, I get to use more stuff, which is super exciting, right? So the great thing about this journal, or who this journal is for, it's actually one of my old teacher friends, and her daughter is going to England to watch some bands, some music bands. I believe she's going to see Oasis and maybe some other ones. So what I thought was really cool in some of these papers actually that I was noticing is, okay, so we've got the, the typical UK stuff here, which is brilliant. But we've got the double-decker buses. Look at this, music concert, Roxy Music in Concert. So this is, I believe this is Amy Winehouse, right? So it's already got some like concert themed item on here, right? And there's actually more. I was looking and I thought that was really cool. Pink Floyd, The Wall. We've got Royal Albert Hall. That's kind of cool. David Bowie. How fun is that? So I kind of like that it's got some concert themed things already in it. Now I'm going to see, I don't remember who I got this from. I'm going to double check. Sorry, bear with me. I'm going to double check in my thing here. I just have like a UK themed folder. Who is this from? I don't have any idea. It doesn't say. There's no, nobody's listed on the pages. Sorry, I was trying to see if I could figure out who it was. But I'm sure I got these off of Etsy. Like, There's somewhere on there. I'm not sure. So this one I know is, yeah, this one is from Elopa Online. Elopa. So this is, yeah, back 2018. Elopa, yeah. So some different stuff here. This feels like it's from this, I think. Anyways, yes, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's move on from that. So I need to figure out how I'm going to work with those papers. I also have this piece. Now it does have like the Eiffel Tower, New York and stuff. It's not just England themed, but I like that it's travel themed. So I think I kind of want to work with this for the cover. I kind of got a vision in my head for that. And then she wants mostly writing spaces. So we're going to do a little, a few fun pages, a few text spots, but for the most part, she wants it kept fairly simple so that she can add in her own ephemera from the trip, which is great. So we're going to kind of create a few things. So I'm just going to be using a lot of these. They look white, but they're kind of a grayish blue tint to them, and it's kind of got some light modeling. You can't really tell on here, but I think these would be great, and they're a nice thickness as well, so I think those would be great to work in this journal. All right, so let's get started on the actual cover, shall we? So I may need to reinforce this. I'm actually going to pause because I think I have another one of these. This one just has a little bit of a bend in it, so I'm just going to pause you and I'll be right back to see if I have another one of these, but this is the perfect size I want. Okay, lucky enough I did have several more boxes, and this one is perfect. It's nice and sturdy, no bends or anything on it, so this is going to work just fine. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is find where it joins, which is right here. And I want to, I'm just going to use my, what am I going to use? I have use this or this. Okay, so I've got, these are kind of my tools I'm going to use. This is just, like a little palette knife. And then this is a very dinged up silhouette knife. Let's start with this one, just because it's got a bit of a sharper edge to it. And I'll just kind of loosen off that part. Let's try the palette knife. Now that I've got it started, is this going to look better? Yeah, looks about the same, I guess. Just kind of want to loosen that glue off without, damaging it too much, but I don't know. There we go. Okay. All right. So this is actually going to be the front. It doesn't matter because we're covering it, right? Like we're never going to see it. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly cut off these. How do I want to do that? These flaps and stuff. I think I'm going to use my trimmer, just so I get a nice straight line. Well, I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for hanging out with me today for this kind of little journal series. We'll see how much we get done. It is almost dinner time here. It's Sunday, so my husband is cooking dinner. He usually does Sunday dinners, which I just love him for. Appreciate that. I don't like to cook. I'll do it, but it's not my favorite. I like to bake. Okay, so that's beautiful. I like how that is. So I'm trying to cut on the, one side in particular of the fold. So here's your fold, and so there's this side. I want to cut on this side just so I don't have any of that fold left over. So just kind of making sure I'm just on the other side of that line. There we go. Just grab my scissors and clean that up a bit. Again, this is all going to be covered, so not a big deal. Okay. Then go ahead and Do the same thing on the top and bottom here. Excellent. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen my last video, I actually popped on to let you know I am doing a subscriber giveaway as a thank you, a little appreciation for you all for hanging out with me. And so you have a chance to win one of 3 journals. All you have to do is find that video, the subscriber giveaway video or appreciation video, and you're going to make sure that you subscribe. You have to be a subscriber, please. It doesn't cost you anything to click that button. And then just comment on which journal you would like to receive if you win. So yeah, pretty simple. Okay, so we have got those bits taken off. And I don't know if I need any of these. I probably will just likely recycle most of this, but to be safe, I will keep it just for that. I'm going to let go. For the time being, I'm going to keep it in particular because this is a great piece to keep as a template for your spine, right? To where to put the holes in. So I'm going to actually pop this in my drawer right away just so I don't lose it. And then we have these little pieces. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? Yeah, okay. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and I'm going to use a grocery bag. I kind of like that, this brown look. And I'm going to wrap the front of this in the brown bag. And then what I likely will do is actually maybe do some background stamping on it. We're going to do several layers here, so I'll go ahead and cut this down. I'm going to do that off camera just because of the noise that it makes, and it'll be a lot quicker. So I'm going to pause you guys for a quick second, and I'll come back and I'll have this cut out, and then we can wrap it together, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so hang on one titch. Okie dokie, so I've got just the front of that bag cut down, and then now I'm able to go ahead and wrap this. Might cut it down a bit more. And I'm just looking at the bag itself, because sometimes there's a little bit of a waxy coating on one side more than there is the other. This one isn't too bad. I think this is all just straight paper. I don't think they put any kind of wax coating on it, so that's all right. And then what I want to do is simply, I'm going to put it to this side, and I don't want too much on the edges. So let's try this. Let's cut it down. I wonder. Let me actually measure. Let's try measuring and see how that works. Okay, so this is about 11 and a half. So I want to trim it at 13 inches this way. I think that will be good. It should give us enough to cover it. So let's do 13. Like this. Line it up on our 13 marker. You probably can't see that, but you get the gist. So just lining it up, and we'll trim it down. Now I'm probably going to save this. You can use it for something for sure. And then the height. What is our height? The height of our journal is going to be 7. Where's my other ruler so I can give you the exact measurements instead of saying titches and ticks and all of that. So, where are you? Let's go this way. Line it up there. So we are looking at about 7 5/8. Yeah, I'm going to say 7 5/8. So let's cut it at, is 8 going to give us enough? No, let's cut it at 8 1/4. 8 1/4 high. So this is not going to fit in here. just hold it like this for half a second and do 8 1/4 this. And just tuck it under there. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we're going to see. Okay, 8, that's 8 1/2. What did I say, 8 1/4? 8 1/4. I want to double check that. Yeah, okay. So let's trim that a little bit there. Kind of lining this up. Not exact science, but here we go. Okay, we'll keep that as well. So this should give us enough to cover our cover. To cover our cover, yes. Ooh, I just about didn't leave myself enough. I think I can make it work. Bollocks, I should have done more than that. That's okay. We will make it work. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is fold it here, like this. Then I'm going to fold it from the bottom up. Yeah, I'm just going to have just enough maybe there. That's okay. We're using art glitter glue, so it will hold. Okay, and then I'm going to now take and then fold the edges in against there. Turn it around, do the same thing, and then that'll kind of help me figure out obviously where I need to fold and glue, but also where I need to cut for the corners, to cut the corners off. Let's make sure that's tucked in there. That's good. And then obviously see this little bit here, that's where we can kind of trim off. So I'm going to do it at an angle like that and a bit of an angle like that. We'll see how it works. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, because we're going to cover most of it, or you know, cover the little bits inside as well with some end papers. One more. Okay. Now, I'm sure you have your glue of choice, whether it be art glitter glue, Barely There, Reptile, Fabri-Tac. I might not use Fabri-Tac for this. You know, whatever liquid glue, I guess, floats your boat. I don't know if I would 100% trust just a glue stick to glue this down. And I may actually end up sewing around this as well, just in case. And just to give it, you know, a little bit of interest. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with this. So I'm going to use art glitter glue. I like that it doesn't, you know, leave lumpy bumpies. Spreads nicely and it glues quickly. Sometimes too quickly. If you've been working with art glitter glue, you know that, but I really like it. It's one of my favorites. Just going to spread this around. I'm actually going to also use a spatula. Do I have one? Oh my goodness, and I realized I didn't have my microphone on. Hopefully you can hear me now. I don't know what it's going to be like. I might pause it and see. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't have my microphone clipped to me. Hopefully you heard what I said. I'm looking for a spatula to spread the glue, and I can't find it. So we will just use this piece of cardboard. Yeah, it's starting to dry already. Oh, that's not exactly what I wanted, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to also change plans here. I'm going to sew around it anyways, but I'm also going to use glue stick just to help smush that glue around so there's no lumpy bumpies. Yeah, I really hope you guys heard me there. I'm so sorry about that, but I really don't want to have to go back and redo the intro of this video. So it'll be what it'll be, I guess. Okay. Oops. Put that there. Okay. I'm just going to throw everything around because that seems to be the way it wants to work. So tuck that right in. Right in where those folds are. Do I have this the right way? So yeah, that glue stick is allowing me some time to move it into place here. Okay, that should be good. And my little smoother thingy. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. And then let's go ahead and glue this. This is kind of like wrapping a present a bit. Got to make sure you get the glue right to the edges though. That'll help seal everything down. Just like that. You can use an old credit card or loyalty card, gift card, whatever for this kind of smoothing purpose. It doesn't have to be a scraper. This honestly is just a scraper that came with my cast iron frying pans from Pampered Chef. So, okay, there's that side. Now we're going to do this. Giving it lots of glue to stick. And fold over. And just smooth it down. So yeah, again, this is going to be a fairly simple journal. In terms of like decorating and stuff, we're not going to go gangbusters on decorating it. Just a few pockets and tuck spots for any keepsakes she might want. There we go. One last side. Okay. And just for security's sake, I'm going to tuck this little nozzle under there, give it a little bit more underneath. There we go. Okay, so we have successfully covered our journal, right? And that's okay that it's got a few wrinkles in it. That's not the end of the world at all. So now what we need to do is bring back in our folds. So we know where our spine is. Okay, I feel like I'm like totally off camera. Sorry about that. All right, so that is pretty simple, isn't it? Just like that. Excuse me. Now, what I definitely want to do is put some ink on this, on the edges. So I'll bring this out and ink this bad boy up. Get a little bit more of a vintage feel to it, a little bit of grunge. Like this. Okay. Super. Definitely want to get the spine in there though as well. Excellent. Yeah, like it. Okay. Good. Let's do the inside as well while we're at it. Yeah, I really like how that paper blends in with the cardboard itself. It's a good match. Okay. Yay, we've got a really good start, you guys. Okay, so I'm thinking this is where I need to decide whether I want an exposed spine, like if I want the sewing of the signature to show through. And I think I do. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover everything, maybe with some papers. So I was thinking these. I like this. And I kind of like, you know, I kind of like this border as well. But I'm going to end up losing one of the borders, right? Because it doesn't fit all the way to the bottom, right? I'm not going to get that bottom border, or I'm not going to have that top border. That's if I covered the whole thing completely. I think I just want to do a smaller panel. Yeah, let's just do like, maybe do some stamping on here and then just have like a smaller little piece of this. Okay, does that make sense? We also have this side too, which is cool. I have some more of these, I think. I think I have 2 more, so I can get some more of those pieces if I need them. Okay, sorry, I'm just kind of trying to think of what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to pause you again for a second. I'm going to come back and figure out what stamping I want to do on here. So hold on one moment and I'm going to rifle through my stamps. All right, so I pulled out some stamps. This is, looks like it's from Stampin' Up. I didn't get it from Stampin' Up. I probably got it from Goodwill or something back in the day. This is gorgeous script stamp. Also, I have a smaller little bit of script here. And then I have this travel one. Again, couldn't tell you where I got it from because there's no packaging or no information on it, but let's see, made in China, so probably Amazon or you know, Temu or whatever, maybe from there. But I kind of like this. This has got some kind of travel type stamp. Don't know if that would look good on the edge. I don't know. So now I'm just kind of mumbling, just trying to figure out. I think I'm going to use this one because I kind of want to go all over. Oops. And then I'm going to have some of it covered. So let's go ahead and, do I want to use black or do I want to use brown? I honestly think I want to use a brown. So let's grab one of my brown inks. What do I have? Sorry, I know I'm off camera. That is classic brown. Ooh, I want tanned leather. This is just from Umbrella Crafts. Where did I get that? Maybe Scrap and Stamp, maybe, I don't know, some online place. I could tell you way back in the day. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. I think that will look good. And I'm just going to ink this up and we're going to hope for the best. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, just some subtle stamping in the background, and I'm probably going to end up making a big mess. Just trying to find some scrap paper here. Just throw that down. And let's go ahead. How do I want to do this? I think I want to do it like this. Sure, that looks good. That's fine. Again, I don't want it perfect. So that's fine. We'll go ahead and try and line something like that, maybe. Okay. Ink up again. And there. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Just kind of keep going. I know you're kind of wondering what I'm doing. It probably doesn't look good, but just trust the process. You will just trust the process. Again, I'm going to put things over top, so sorry, I'm standing up now, so just so I can get some good pressure. Let's try that. Okay. One more time here to ink up. And we'll go with that. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Again, not perfect, but that's okay. We don't want perfect. It is perfectly imperfect. We'll put the ink there. Let's just stamp off the extra ink. Okay. Good. Good enough anyways. Set that aside. All right, so now what we want to do is figure out what size of a little panel we want. And I'm kind of thinking like I want like this piece of this, and then I want some like tickets and stuff. I think so. Let's do 6.5 by 4.25. 6.5 by 4.25. Can we remember that? 6.5 by 4.25. Okay. Let's take this little strip off because we can use that for something else. Like this. Okay, that's cute. Yeah, we definitely could use that on the edge of a page or something. Let's do the same thing here. I always get nervous cutting into pretty papers like this. I'm afraid I'm going to ruin it, but got to get over that. Got to use it up. Okay. So, let's measure this way. 6, ooh, we need the less out so we can get our full measurement. So 6 and, what is that? 8/4, so that's where 6.5. 6.5 has got to be, I think, here. Let's double check that with my other ruler. Huh. I That's very different, isn't it? 6. Let's try here. It's just paper. All right. Oh shoot, I cut it the wrong way. I want 6.5 this way and 4 1/4 this way. Okay, that's okay. What do we have here? Is that going to be enough? Yes, that will work. See? There we go. Look, it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, I'm just going to remeasure. So let's cut this off. Right, 6.5 by 4 1/4. So yeah, I want 4 1/4 this way and 6.5 this way. So let's measure 6.5, which I think is that. And then 4 1/4 is about there. I might not even trim that down. Let's see how wide that is. Let's take a look at that. What we think. I think that's all right. No, I want to take it down. So 4 1/4. Sorry, I'm wishy-washy, but like this. I know it seems minimal, but I think it's going to make the difference for me. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. Okay, so that's good. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to round the corners? I think just a bit. So I'm going to use my small corner rounder. Like that. Okay. Now I need to ink, so sorry about this, but I just think it is necessary for this. Okay, so I need some sort of like tickets or something. Okay, like that. See, I'm kind of thinking about something down here. I mean, we could even use some of this somehow. And I want, let's grab my tickets. And I also have, I think, some other like UK London type tickets that are printed out there as well. Where are you, tickets? Okay, so there's these. And then I think we had some in this as well. I could put a stamp there. That might work. Okay, so there's some tickets there. Not the tickets I'm thinking for the cover. Here we go. This ticket, site of British Museum, that's cool. Ice cream. Ooh, those would be cute. We've got a map. There's some photos. Some tags, an envelope. These look like pockets. Okay. Not what I was envisioning for this. But actually that stamp might work. Where did that go? Sorry, now I'm waffling back and forth, but I want to get this right. Stamps, where'd you go? Right here. Okay, let's try. So this is going to probably be obviously longer than an hour. I got 20 minutes. So I'm going to cut this out and I'll be right back. I just don't want to waste camera time cutting this out. Okay, I am back. I did a little bit of fussy cutting and some kind of playing around with the composition of this, the layout, and I think I know what I want to do. Before I start, oh, sorry, I should mention that I just used my little Dymo label maker to create these words here. Let the adventure begin. I think that's going to be cute. So I want to do another piece. Sorry, I'm just thinking for the back here. And I think I want to use the same paper. And I think I want to cover a little more of the background than I did with the front. And then I definitely want a piece for here. So I hope I have enough. Just looking at my pieces. Do I, don't I? I'm not sure. I might have to grab another sheet of that. Oh, I have some here. That's not going to be big enough. Okay, I'm going to have to figure something out for the spine then. Not 100% sure, but I do want this on the back. Okay, so let me slide this off to the side. I mean, I could do it the same size. That might be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So this was 6.5 by 4 1/4. Yes, so we're going to do another one of those. Okay. So let's do 6.5 this way. Move things out of the way. 6.5. Right there. By 4 1/4, which is there. Okay, that might actually be a perfect piece for the spine. Maybe I'd like it to be longer. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I will chew on that thought for a minute. Okay, let's put this aside. We wanted the corners rounded. And then we will end up inking it. Okay, so let me get this down how I want it. And so I wanted this about here. So let's use Mr. Art Glitter Glue for that. It's always such a shame to cut up and cover up the backs of these gorgeous papers, but what are you gonna do? You gotta pick a side when you're doing stuff like this. So thankfully I think I have 2 more pages of that same cardstock or scrapbook paper. Okay, let's eyeball that to somewhat straight and even. I like that. Ooh, got a little bit squidging out, that's okay. Just take my dry baby wipe and clean that up. Okay, then I liked having a piece here. Let's trim that. But I don't know that I like this black bit. So actually, let me try and take that off. Just like this. This is where those long blade scissors come in handy when you're cutting straight lines. That long. Okay, ink. Actually, I want to around this itty bitty bit of the corner, if that's going to work. Yep. And then the same thing here. And then that'll just fit nicely, yeah, kind of along there. This is going to be covered up, this bottom corner, so I want to make sure it's more to the top, or lined up with the top. And we'll ink, ink, ink. Oh, I'm really excited about this. I think this is going to be great. I hope she likes it. Okay. Now it just makes me want to travel. I want to go to Germany or Florence. I want to go all the places. I've never been to Europe, so, you know, I guess anything over there would be lovely. Okay. We'll glue that. Oh, that's pretty. Bit of a map piece there. Okay. Line you up at the top because that's the part that matters. That can go down the edge like that. Now, these are our little cluster bits. I want to cluster these up. This, I'm not enjoying the sharp corners. So I'm just going to take the tiniest little bit off the corners there. And of course, finish it off with some inking. There, and then everything else is inked up, I think. Except for this lace is pretty white. Let's just tone it down a smidge so it's not so in your face. Did I ink the wrong side? I sure did. Take two. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. And I think I had it something like this. Don't need that. You want like this. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So we'll put the phone booth in first, or down first. Got to think of your layers when you're doing this. Okay, and I didn't have that all the way to the bottom, so about here. That should be good. And then what do I need next? I think I need the lace next. So for that, I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac. And I think we can get away with just squidging some down about here. Okay. Next is our Union Jack about there. And then this, I guess about there. And we want this in like this. And maybe that like that. Okay, so this is where I'm just going to start putting drips of glue, and then I will secure it, if I can speak, secure it better in just a minute. This is really just kind of to tack it in place. Until I can figure out where it's all going to go down. Okay, that's good. Now we'll add our glue all over the bottom pieces here to hold everything down. Okay, that is looking good. I'm liking where this is going. Yeah, it's nice to be able to do a different type of cover. Most of my covers have been pretty, you know, fairly plain for the most part, so it's nice to jazz it up a bit. Okay, I think I'm going to add just a little bit of art glitter glue underneath this bit. Should dry clear, so fingers crossed. All right, the next thing we need to get on here is our words. And I think I want to kind of get rid of these harsh points again. Okay. Oh, my arm is kind of numb. It feels like I hit my funny bone. Not sure what's going on there. But I hate that feeling. Everything's kind of all tingly all the way down into my fingers. Then we have adventure. Take that off. The adventure begin. This is so exciting. I think this is her first trip alone. She's going to be, I think she's going to be 19 when she goes. Yeah, I like it. Yay! Okay, so let's go ahead and start gluing this down. And I ended up tripping my breaker, so I'm not exactly sure how far I am into videoing now because it stopped my original recording, and so it's not counting up the time like it usually does. So I'll have to figure that out. Do I have? There they are. Need a little bit of assistance here. Okay. So we're going to say, start here with that let. Oh, it's stuck to me. Get off. And the stuff is so fiddly. It just, ugh. But I love it. I love this label, the old-fashioned label makers. I'm never going to get that with my fingernail. Come on. Maybe I shouldn't have clipped the corners. Maybe that's what's tripping me up here. Let's try the pin. That will probably, yep, be our best bet. There we go. Now make sure we're gluing the words right side up. Otherwise, that will not be a good thing. Let the adventure, let's just put it there. Do, 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 do. I really need to get my kids' passports renewed if we want to go anywhere at any time. I think they expired kind of over the 2020 thing there, you know what I mean? Okay, let the adventure and then begin. Trying to think if I need anything else. I don't think so. I think I kind of like the way everything's laid out here. I like to put glue on this just because I have trust issues. I don't want the labels coming off. Up there. Yeah, that's where it's going. Oh, I love it, you guys. Okay, fun, fun, fun. So our next step is to ink this. And then we'll glue this down. And then I will have to probably just take some time to think if I want to do anything kind of on the back cover to decorate it. I want to keep it plain. And then I got to do some thinking about, I think I have an idea of what I want to do here with the spine. But I'm going to come back on the next video to finish up the journal cover, because we still have to do the inside. I still want to cover up the inside with something. So we'll get this done. We'll call this one a video, and then I'll come back to finish this up, which is good timing, I think, just in general for me as well, because I am getting pretty tired. I had a busy day, and just as I had stopped there, we had our dinner, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling kind of sleepy right about now. That's good. So I think, yeah, what I'll do is I'll just come back another day to finish this off. So I got to make sure I get a good night's sleep for back to work tomorrow. Tell you, it makes a difference when you don't have your full weekend, right? Because yesterday I was at the craft fair, so I mean, it went by fairly quickly, but it's still, you know, a lot of standing and kind of being on, right? Like, not that I'm not generally a happy person, you know, on the everyday, but when you're, you know, talking to people in that capacity, it is a little bit draining. It can get a little bit exhausting. I didn't particularly sleep the greatest last night, so I'm sure an early to bed is just what I need. A busy day at the law firm next week, so okay. There. Yeah. Should I let you in on my secret? Not really a secret, but let's just do it. Let's do it. We're this close. Might as well finish. Okay. Measure. Yeah, let's just finish this. And then we'll start on the inside on the next video. Yep. Yep. So this is about 1 3/4 inches. So let's do, if I did 1.5 inches, is that going to be okay? I think so. Still gives us a little bit of room around. Okay, 1.5 inches. Let's do that. Right about there. Oh, let's do 1 3/4 inches, because I can always cut it down. I can't add, right? Okay, 1 3/4 inches. Is that still going to be too big? Yes. So that was 1 3/4 inches. Yeah, 1.5 inches. I probably had it right the first time, but you know, second guessing myself. Plus, I guess I really just want more scraps. Who doesn't want more scraps? I say that bated breath because I have way too many scraps right now. All right, let's go ahead and small round these corners. I probably didn't want to do that, actually. Too late. Because I want to do this. But I want to add, let's use this piece maybe. No, I can still use this, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, 1.5 inches. Right. Actually, we need to make this straight first because it is not straight. Always want to be working on a straight edge here, or at least I do for this part. So 1.5 inches. Okay, and let's do another one, 1.5 inches. Like that. Okay. All right, so now I gotta round these like this. And, oh, Sugar Shack, I rounded the wrong one. I don't think it's the end of the world. I have another piece here, which is pretty much perfect. Okay. Let's cheat a bit here. No, I can't do that. Can I? Can I do that? Sorry. Thinking and it hurts. Yes, let's do that. Okay. I'm okay, don't mind me. We'll put a little bit of glue here. And that will go on like this. Okay, I'm going to give that time to set up. This was the one that I did wrong because I want these black borders to be on there. Like that. Okay, and glue you down. Okay, now let's trim you off about there and round some corners. There, that's better. That's kind of what I had in mind. And guess what? We're going to ink. Of course we are. Because everything else is inked, we got to ink this too. I suppose we don't have to, but it will just look better for me. I would prefer it that way. All right. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then that'll just be on our spine. And then, yeah, we'll have the cords showing through. I think that would look good. Maybe with a honey yellow or like a yellower amber type string. Yes, and this is going to be a little bit taller than both the front and back pieces, but that's exactly what we want. Yeah, just like that. Okay, we'll glue it down. Oh, well, this is fun. I'm glad I got a good start to this. Wasn't sure that I would. I even got some Christmas shopping done today, guys. I went out first thing this morning and with my daughter and tried to do a little bit of scouting and shopping because I don't want to be running around last minute as we typically usually do. It's just not my favorite thing. I got enough going on for last minute shenanigans that I don't need Christmas shopping to be on there as well. Ooh, I'm really thinking I might want like an eyelet here with like a dangle or something. I don't know. We'll think about that. We'll have to definitely decide that before we sew our signature in. But there we have it. We have the beginning of our cover. And I'm really quite pleased with it. I hope that you guys like it as well. But I think it's super cute. So, good start. We know some papers that we're using, some ephemera that we're using. We've got a good start to our cover. And let's just see what we might want for the inside. These are the sheets I'm kind of thinking. So it's obviously not big enough, but I can piece it together. But, you know, something like maybe one of these, I'm not sure. Maybe I want something a little subtler. I don't know. But we'll think about that and we'll come back on the next video and get it sorted out. So thank you ever so much, guys, for joining me for today's video. Remember, if you have not already commented on my last video for the journal giveaway, go ahead and do that. Just make sure that you have subscribed as well. I do appreciate that. It doesn't cost you guys anything. So yeah, it's just super helpful for me and I truly appreciate it. So you guys have an amazing rest of your day and we'll see you on the next video. And P.S. I love you.